Hey, I'm just walking you through a day in the life of a targeted individual. So I want you to realize that these shopping experiences is not up for debate. Anyone willing to do law enforcement can see these people are deliberately doing it. The only thing that they don't try to hide it from me that it's on purpose. The only person they're trying to hide it from is you. They want me to know that I'm being violated. They stare at me, they stalk me openly. And the only time they get it right is when I give my phone. So what's happening is when I'm coming through, I make sure the walkway is clear. They're waiting on me. And then they come out, pop around the corner and come out and then force me to get over. And then they'll block several aisles, preventing me from moving forward. They also do this because they want the other terrorist shoppers in place so they can come out and pop around the corners. What it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be traumatizing the shop because each corner there's someone popping out at you. There's a cart, a person coming. So it's supposed to be terrifying. So it's supposed to create an environment that you don't want to be in. And I actually didn't get anything. I just returned some items that were damaged, and I didn't get anything because it's just such a toxic experience, and I didn't want to go through it. And that's the whole intent. Okay, so let me give you some examples of what I went through today. The coast was clear. I watched to make sure nobody was coming, and this person came out. Watch her face when she realizes I'm recording. I just got in the store. Watch her smirk. She's smiling because I'm recording. Then see this other person casually shopping too, blocking the path.
She immediately left after I causing me to get over. 2, within 3 minutes.
It wasn't even 3 minutes. It was about a minute. So 2 people blocking each possibility, trapping me in until she saw my phone and she got out the way.
Monitoring this. I don't know if she really works here, who it is.
So staff that people are actually openly looking at my phone, trying to see if I'm recording. So watch her. She's walking off.
It's only a couple minutes and she's here.
Watch their face. Watch them look dead at me. Still shopping, blocking the path, not saying excuse. None of these people ever say excuse me. Should they look dead at me? Let me rewind it. The video altered. This is how they tamper with evidence. She looked dead at me. I looked at the video. She looked dead at me and then blocked my path. Why would I lie? Each time I'm recording their insanity, the videos alter to where you can't see it. You see how their heads cut off? Let me try something. Okay. So she is in the way. See, the coast is clear. And then when I try to get over, she's randomly shopping. Why would you be in the aisle shopping if you look past the cons? Let's think this through because they are swift. Okay, she's smirking because I now have my phone to record her.
2, within 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, she's back.
Okay. So I'm trying to get past her. How do you shop in the aisle? And she's smirking because I got my phone out now. And then the other one immediately leaves when she can see my phone.
She immediately left after causing me to get over.
Just probably like a minute. Then we got this one. And then they have me trapped. It's not that crowded in these stores. They're deliberately doing this. So she looked me dead in my face and then got in the way. That's that lady's second time being in the way with the red on. Watch her throughout this video. She looked me dead in my face, then still in the way. Then another party's in the way. He immediately left when he saw my phone. He was pretending like he was on the phone in the aisle. But when he saw my phone, he immediately left. Then he's coming at me with a cart. This child tried to come out at me, and then till he saw my phone. Remember when I got put out of Barton Creek Mall? Remember, see, she's stalking because they want to know if I'm recording. That's a problem. Stalking's a felony. That's when I'm reporting gang stalking. So anyway, this was happening at Barton Creek Mall, and a child ran out, and I almost tripped over him, and then I knew it was something wrong. So the security and police department setting it up, so they got mad that I recorded this child. But it's really hard to prove that they're doing this on purpose. It does sound like paranoia. So it aggravated me that a parent would entice her child to come out in front of baskets, and that could have hurt me and the child. I'm a big woman, and for this child to look me dead in my face and come out at me and try to force me to stop, it wasn't. Believe me, it wasn't on accident. That's why people will not review the camera footage. Anyone that's willing to do law enforcement can see this insanity. So we got this. Multiple people are doing this. They do it at shelters and multiple other different environments. They hurried up and got out the way when they saw my phone. That's the same people, the same boy that came out at me prior. But remember that man? He came from nowhere, scared me, coming from the corner. He did not stop or say excuse me. There was that same lady. She was openly stalking until she saw my phone. Stalking's a felony. It's gang stalking and harassment. She walked off when she saw my phone. There was that man back again until he saw my phone. They're openly stalking until they get my phone. Until I get my phone, you'll see him again. There he goes again, openly stalking until he. Let me rewind it. Okay, watch his face. There's that lady again. Watch his face. It didn't really show it. There's the same lady again. It was blurry, so you really couldn't see his face. My device covers for crimes. Yeah, you could see him looking at me, barely. Okay. So then we got her over here. That's how they can pop out around the corners. She's a lookout, knowing you never believe my story. And then you'll see this lady, the one that was smirking. Here she comes again to get in the way. The aisle was completely clear. Then she saw my phone, so she got out the way. Then a person with a basket, she saw my phone, immediately came out the way. Got out the way when she saw my phone. So I left that store to go to another store and experience the same insanity. So the only thing that I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know if they are my friends or in cahoots. These people that are giving me rides, like Bones from the church that took me to 3 different locations for me to get threatened, and then one tried to hit me with her car, and then he covered for that and blamed me for it. So that's the only thing that I could think of, is that these people are in cahoots. So when I'm not recording, a lot of these people they will start from one lane and deliberately get over into my lane. They will look me dead in my eyes and then try to determine which direction I'm going to deliberately block my path. And like I said, once again, they do not try to hide it. Period. Only when I get my phone. Okay, so I bought some items from the dollar store when I was getting violated the other day, and the representative played the games with the blanket, and they called her back out to do the refund. So, with the refund, she tried to defraud me out of funds in multiple different avenues. She told me that told her that I wanted a refund because it was damaged. I bought it yesterday, and she said, "No, you can't refund it because it's damaged." I said, "That's what I'm trying to refund it." I got my phone. She walked off while I was talking. If you don't believe me, let me play it.
Yesterday.
It's long, but this is the only way you can catch them.
And I told her it was too flimsy, and then that's why yesterday. And I told her it was too flimsy, and then that's why I didn't want it. Where did she leave to? What did she?
It didn't record it when she disappeared, but you can hear it when I say, "What did she leave to?"
It was in a container, and you couldn't see how it was. That's why I'm returning it.
Oh, here it is.
Returning it. Returning it. It was in a container. It was in a container, and you couldn't see how it was. In a container, and you couldn't see how it was. That's why I'm returning it. Why would I bring it back and say it's damaged, and then you tell me it wasn't?
These people are smart. I don't realize it, but they're not talking.
I don't know why she walked off again.
When I get my phone, she just told me that I couldn't return it, and then she walked off. But as I listen to these videos, they're deliberately not speaking when I get my phone. They don't want to incriminate themselves or anyone else, and they'll walk off while I'm talking.
Man, why are you walking off?
My phone did something. Hold on. On its own. I don't know what's happening with. So I have to try to hide recording this insanity. So hold on. So she's not saying anything. Period. Every time I get my phone, she is quiet. So she's giving me a refund now. She threw the picture, threw merchandise, and had an attitude. This is how they're told to treat me. So how are you going to do a return and then not talking? She's doing a return now, and then she's going to try to defraud me out of funds. These are multiple different stores, chaos. Then I have the prank caller calling me trying to cover for crimes. Calling me while all this is going on, trying to interrupt me, trying to incriminate people. So it's a lot of silent time. So she's saying for the credit card you use. Didn't say anything about a refund. She just
started. Another item, the lampshade. I already got it. Oh, okay.
So I had a picture that was $15 that was really flimsy and already kind of broken. Then I had a lampshade that was $10. Okay, so 15 and 10. That's $25 plus taxes. Okay, listen to the video.
The total? 1601. That was 15. That was 15.
Let me rewind so you can hear the total. It's glitching. I don't know what it's doing. When I tried, it started over and doing something weird.
And I told her it was too.
My device is trying to cover for her. Okay.
No, it wasn't. It was $5.
Okay.
No, that was. So what wasn't? No, it wasn't. It was $5.
Multiple stores a day would defraud me out of funds.
You have the credit card you use?
Location to location would try to do it.
And then that another item, the lampshade. I already got it. Oh, okay. So what was the total? $16.01. That
She said
was
1601.
15 that you threw down.
No, it wasn't. It was $5.
Now she's
No,
saying
that was 15. I have that
I gave her a receipt.
that it came
She's
up.
blatantly lying. So I know how they treat me, so I knew how to handle it. I just went to go get another
You have
picture.
more of them. Let me go get it. That's not $5.
She would have defrauded me out of funds. They have, and they will do it.
I don't know. I've experienced this for years, multiple different times a day. I don't know why stores try to defraud me out of funds. This is $15, not $5.
No, she's not saying nothing. In multiple videos, they are
A lot of
quiet.
stores have done this. It's the strangest thing.
Still not saying
I
nothing.
don't understand why it's not theft.
Is that bizarre?
What makes you think it was $5 instead of 15?
Because you have two frames in there.
I was telling you it was 15 though.
You don't.
I don't understand why you keep arguing with me.
$21.35.
It's 15 and 10 is 25. She said
That's still not right.
$21.35.
That was 15, and then the lampshade was 10.
$21.35.
That's 25 and 25 together.
It's on purpose.
I don't know why I've had to deal with this so long.
There's a prank caller. You can hear it buzzing.
10 is 25.
Trying to cover for it.
And then Texas.
So it's taking her forever. She's supposed to be a manager, pretending like she don't know, just standing there, knowing that you never believe my story, but it's on camera footage. Prank caller calling, trying to cover for crimes. They have and will. I don't think you get it. They have really defrauded me out of a lot of things.
Is it giving you a problem?
Yes, it is.
She's saying that it's glitching. It's glitching. That's why it's holding us up.
It's the strangest thing.
She said, yeah, it's giving her a problem. Let me rewind it. How many glitches equal the rest?
You having trouble with it? Ma'am? Is it giving you a problem?
Yes, it is.
Glitches all over the place. It's the strangest thing.
$6.68.
Okay,
so she says $26.68 after an extended amount of time. So first it was 16 for the 2 items. Then she tried to scam to where I couldn't return the item. Then I said, no, ma'am. And then she got on the phone, walked off while I got my phone, and then got on the phone and called someone, but she's supposed to be a manager. I think people are instructing them. Look at how many videos where they have to get on the phone. But the police department used to be there enforcing crimes. So I know it's really a really peculiar story. That's why you have to build up evidence and expose a pattern. The police department used to be there. They're enforcing civilians in harassment and criminal activity. How, as a police, do you flash a badge and gun and say defraud someone out of funds? And they do it. These same smear campaign tactics and torture campaign tactics and harassment tactics, they do at church. So I'm trying to worship God, and they're playing mind games and doing these petty things at church. So I'm just trying to make you realize how extreme. I know it's very difficult to capture what's going on. So I'm spending an extensive amount of time because I had to deal with this years. I don't think anyone deserves to be treated like this. This is probably why my family don't have anything to do with me. I assume they probably get violated like this too. When it's new, it's extremely terrifying, and it's still, disturbing, even going through it a long time, that people would be allowed to treat you like this openly, and then there's no consequences. How, as a store, do you defraud someone out of money and it's okay? I just don't get it. But nonetheless, it's an extended amount of time. But I just want you to know how a day in the life of a targeted individual is. And the bottom line is these people chose to rack up felonies for themselves. They chose to break the law. Because of who they are with their power and position, they chose criminal activity. Not me. They chose that. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, and I haven't made mistakes. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying these people chose to break the law. They made that choice, but want me to pay because of what they decided to do, because of their actions. So since they chose to break the law, what they choose to do with what they did is torture me, force me to be in the smear campaign, so they won't have accountability for their actions. Just because they have badges and guns, government officials and judges, they think they are above the law. And will they enlist civilian after civilian after civilian in criminal offenses to conceal crimes they chose to commit? And like I said, I know this takes an extended amount of time, but I want to compile enough evidence so this living nightmare can end.